Hello, welcome back to Dark Souls 3. We're hanging out here in Firelink Shrine, as we do. I think we made it to Anor Londo last time, so we'll carry on. New game +2, just a casual kind of solo PvE, hanging out.
Speak, honourable.
Does,
Great good tide, the time is right.
Okay, so I think we've got a marriage to do, but when we went last time,
In the hidden dark moon
your boy wasn't actually there, so we need to
so thou mayst
need to go see if old Henri's shown up, so we can marry him, get our wed on. So we'll head on over there, and then I guess it's on to Aldrich. I suppose, probably the next logical step. Sadly, not saving Henri means we don't get to do the Aldrich fight with Henri, but that's fine. You know, you make your choices. It does mean we get to have Yuria later, which is pretty good fun. Ooh. Ah. The glorious cathedral of Anor Londo. What a time. I do love this, the return. Right, gotta get my Dark Souls legs on. Oh, I'm not even getting the backstab off. Thankfully this guy can't actually hit us, which is for the best. There we go. Other dude's probably almost here now. That's the thing, you've got to be quick against that first chap, because, oh man, he swung round. Easy, sunshine. Ah, no parry on the stairs. My parry timing in Dark Souls 3 is always terrible, so I just need to get it down sometime. You know, there's that slight delay if you're not using one of the light parry shields. Oh good, another Silver Knight shield for the collection. I should become the gift golem. We had a guy, we started new games to get ready for the DLC last night, just me and some friends, and we encountered twice an invader called the gift golem in the first area in the high wall, and basically he was just dropping various kind of completely randomly selected, I think, bits of equipment, but it was really like a nice little, hey, here's a bonus for newer people. Just gonna give him a bit of a starting heads up, a couple of embers, a few bits of gear. I got the armor of thorns, which is a nice little piece for my character. And yeah, it's a little bit ahead of time, but you know, I've played Dark Souls 3 several times now. It's not like it's going to make too much difference to the game, and it wasn't upgraded gear or anything. And even so, I feel like in Dark Souls, particularly in Dark Souls 3, kind of the gear, I don't say it doesn't matter, but it doesn't affect your competency too much. Just the weapon upgrades, I think, is the only real thing that significantly impacts how easy the game is going to be for you. And they kind of progress at natural speed anyway, so you don't have to do too much. There's nothing down here, is there? Oh, we didn't go get married. I wonder if I should go do that now. I could do that after Aldrich. We haven't done the other place. I don't think it matters. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll go and open the gate, and then once I've opened the gate, we'll go down and check for the wedding. Rest in peace, dearest giant friend. You truly were a noble ally for many, many years. You will be missed. No ring. Give me the ring. Damn it. Someone nicked his chest. Not happy about that. Oh well. Up we go. Got to remember to use my buffs. I never really think about it, to be honest. But I ought to. Nope. I was going to say, I wonder if I'll be able to dodge these fireballs. Answer, nope. Still terrible at dodging fireballs. Oh my goodness. The problem is they come in from all directions. Right, that first guy's not dead, I don't think. I think he just fell. Oh no, no he is. No, he is not. I was right. I thought he just fell over. Proof of a Concord kept. How delightful. I feel like coming in this way is the awkward way to fight these guys. Like fighting them, coming from below and fighting them is actually fairly straightforward. But coming from above is a nightmare. But it's fine. We'll get by. Let's go take these guys out before we deal with all the slimes. No backstabs today. No backstabs for Ken. Oh well. Boss fog? Already? Surely not. It's weird that this area is such a tiny little thing. Although, you know, that's probably kind of fine. I kind of would have liked to let you into the other bit, even if there was just, you know, some side stuff in there, and not necessarily anything too specific. If you just wander around the upper part of the Anor Londo hallways, as it were, like the I don't know what that would be in Anor Londo. It's like the bedroom areas and such, the private quarters. Be nice just to kind of wander around there. Just slime slashing. This don't really need to kill these guys, but I don't know. It's quite a satisfying noise. Just got to keep on the move so that they're not pointing at you most of the time, because they tend to attack forward. Although they don't really seem to have a direction, they do attack basically forwards. Bloke up there, just hanging out. We'll chat to him in a sec. Oops. Damn it. Oh, I didn't think that would reach me, but it did. If you can get multiples of these dudes at once, it makes your life... Uh oh, our friend's come down to see us. I was hoping he wouldn't drop down yet, but now he's come down. We'll go deal with the gate. And you can bring this guy, pro tip, if you don't want to deal with this guy, you can bring him outside. He'll probably come over. Here we go. Oh, he's having a bit of a hissy fit. Over here, mate. That's it. Come over here, round the stairs. There you go. Oh, there he is. I was like, where's he gone? And he just lands on top of me. And he'll come over here, and he can't actually come through this door. So, nice little way to deal with him. Like, I don't think I've ever taken this guy on directly. It's just... I don't know. He's there, and there's only 2 of them in the game. They're a nightmare to fight. Tell you what, they've got a fair whack of health. They're going to run out of fire bombs here. Disgraceful. Back off a little bit. Make sure we don't walk into him. There we go. No trouble. And we get Aldrich's ruby. Lovely stuff. Right, okay. Well, with that dealt with, we can go do the wedding. I just want to go open this chest. So, of course, this is one of those things, you might not actually notice this, but if you played the first Dark Souls, then you run straight to it. And of course, the mechanism's still there. Still works as intended. Which is a nice touch. But yeah, I wish they'd let you go up into the living quarters and kind of wander around there. But sadly not. Sadly, we're just limited to this small part. I think that's less disappointing. For me, the disappointment in this game, in terms of like area size, is the forbidden capital, the profaned capital rather, because you know you hear about it so much, and then it's this tiny area, and sure it's like ruined, but it feels like you barely get into it, and then you're just fighting the boss straight away, and that boss is slightly disappointing as well. Not because it's a puzzle boss, just because I wish it was like there's bigger giants in the game. I wish they just used a bigger giant model. You know, for, I guess, the definitive giant, really, in the entire series, I suppose, unless you count, I guess you count Hawkeye Go. Perhaps he's also a pretty important giant in Dark Souls. But other than that, you know, Yhorm is kind of the guy, and yet he's just this medium-sized dude. Not really anything too special. He ain't all that. And I don't mean to put him down by saying that, it's just, you know. So yeah, let me go in here. Come on. But yeah, the DLC's out soon. That's quite exciting. I'm looking forward to it. That teaser they showed, you know, I won't talk about it too much, but you know, some familiar looking places you could draw from what they showed. They also showed, they did the thing they did in Bloodborne, which is, hey, here's a load of old content, but it's people using new weapons in the old content, I guess, which is weird. Like, that's a weird thing to go out of your way to show, but they did, so sure, I guess that's fine. Can you just drop down from here? I wonder. You might be able to. I feel like it would be pushing it a little bit. Ah! I wanted to see if I could jump over there, but it didn't work at all. Oh dear. I was like, I wonder if I can jump across here, but as you get... I suddenly realised as it swings around to the side that it doesn't come out as far as it does when it's at a 90-degree angle. And yeah, that didn't work. But a beautiful moment though. A glorious leap into the unknown. But the bridge is here now anyway. So whatever. Get our souls back. I think we must need to send this down to go back down there. But I can't really remember, but I'm fairly confident we need to send it down if we want to go down. Just pull it, mate. Contraption does not move is maybe a misleading way of noting that, because it does move, it just doesn't move in the direction that you're trying to push it. It should say, you know, contraption does not move any further in this direction. Maybe that's too wordy, I don't know. Righto. Ah, here we are. Perfect.
Welcome, our gracious lord. Your spouse awaits you. You are very near. Please, take the sword of avowal. May you be the truest lord of Londor yet.
Ah, the Sword of Avowal. Should be, of course, paired with the Shield of a Consonant for maximum effect. Does it let us equip the Sword of Avowal? I don't actually know that it does. I think it might be a key item. Yeah. You're gonna say, yeah, it cannot be equipped. That's a shame. I would like to equip it. We'll take our gear off. We'll pop the ring on. Maybe we should dress up for this. I don't know. I don't know if we should dress up. Do 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 do. Is there a good hood? Sunless veil. It's kind of like a bridal thing. The problem is, I think most of the ones that look appropriate are kind of cover my head. Go with a hat. What about the crown? Everyone wears a crown to get married, right? Maybe the dust crown. Maybe that's the bit elven. This is one of those it's a very modern kind of wedding look, the kind of suit, bridal wedding, or a, you know, a warrior's wedding. Right, it is. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Tasty, tasty dark sigils flow into me and make me stronger. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh yes, that's right. Bam! 3 more dark sigils. Looking good. Right, let's try and remember what equipment I had on. The problem with taking all your equipment off is you then have to remember what you were wearing. Yep, that's the look I was going for. This was like the black hand armor. I think I had... Did I have like shadow gauntlets or black iron gauntlets or something? I might have had the dark gauntlets on. It's a good look. I can't even remember. I cannot remember what trousers I had on. But it was probably something that... I've got tons of weight. Oh, it's because I haven't got my gear on. Let me put my gear on first, because that's gonna help me work out what I was actually wearing for my trousers. Because once I've got these on, it'll kind of be a bit more explicit, because I'll know when I would have put on something that got me near the weight limit. Where are we looking at? Here we go. Now I have a feeling it was something like the like Carla's trousers, maybe? Carla's trousers is a good look. I don't know if that was what I was going for or not. You know what? I might go with it anyway. Even if it wasn't originally what I was going for. I think it works. And then we had the Estus ring, which we'll slap on. Fantastic. Dum da dum dum dum. There's nothing down here, right? Good luck. Sure. That looks about right. I don't actually know if so I don't know if we have one of these on instead. I like the dark gauntlets though. They're pretty nice. What let me see if I can find any other trousers that are like obviously closer. The thing is, like, I don't want to just put fancier ones on for the sake of it. And I think I might at some point have upped my vitality slightly. Plus I was going more for fashion, you know. I was going for a fashionable thing that would actually fit into my weight limit. So, you know, I had to pick something that was appropriate for my weight limit, but that would be a good look as well. Man, it's a long run down this hallway. Not nearly as long as when Dark Sun Gwendolyn's here, who kind of magically extends the thing. Oh no! Our friend's dead. Served their purpose. Does it give us a bit of lore on that, on the chameleon? I don't actually know. I wonder if it does. Where are you? It's probably here somewhere, right? Oh, it's there. There we go. Chameleon. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. Right, time for Aldrich, I suppose. I don't have any real plans for this fight, other than hit Aldrich, try not to get completely crushed by the magic missiles. I'll probably use Crystal Magic Weapon. You do get a chance. I feel like there are points you can rebuff during this fight because of the way he goes underground. I always want to refer to Aldrich as a she, but they do clearly refer to it as a he. I don't really know why that is. I don't have a good reason for that. Just natural instinct. Okay. Well, we could fight these guys, but I don't really want to. Hello, MLG Fap Life. Welcome to the stream. We're just casually playing through New Game Plus 2. Nothing too fancy here. I wonder if I can get this off, or if I'm going to get like hit in the face by doing this. Nope, we're okay. We're okay. Can I remember how to fight Aldrich? Probably not, but we'll see. Have some of that, you big snake girl. Right, I should probably come over here somewhere. Yeah. She generally, or he generally comes in like as far away from you as possible. So I'd expect to be over there this time. It's as far away as possible when he spawns in. Like at the moment he decides to spawn in, he comes in as far away from you as he can get. I think he might go for the second hit here. Yeah. Hit him in the butt and you'll be okay. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Just constant butt attacks. See, now theoretically there, I think I could rebuff. Oh, we're into phase 2 now. Which is where it gets slightly dangerous because the arrows start getting... arrows start getting a little bit painful. And you do have to be careful of those... these like dark things, because they will just come in and absolutely wreck you. But it's okay. Try and stay in the middle distance here. See, this is where I'm constantly scared of the arrows. Get in a quick hit. Ow, ow, ow. That's all my health. I like to change direction constantly with this. I find that they have a hard time catching up to you if you do that. Oh my gosh, I didn't realise I was so low on health. Oh dear. Alright. Let's do that again. That's what I get. Not paying attention to my health. I guess I didn't double heal after the... after I got hit by all those like purple homey things. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, repping Pepperinos. Don't I know it? Ah, sad time. So I've got to get my Dark Souls legs back. Get ready for this DLC coming up. I'm looking forward to the DLC, for sure. So they just started a new character for it. Which is currently, like I've done, just the first bit. I'm playing on PS4, MLG Fat Life. I guess we could grab those souls. There's not actually very many there, but we'll take them. So this arrows during the first stage just go straight forwards, so you can kind of just run past them. They go pretty much in a straight line. It's the second phase where the arrows start to chase you, and that's dangerous at that point. You do have to be careful of them. They will still kill you in this first phase, but they are demonstrably less dangerous than they are in the second phase. It means you can't invade. No, sorry. Yeah, I wish I had PC. I've just started Epic Namebro, who's someone I've been watching for years on YouTube, just started streaming, and he's playing on PC, and it means I can't play along with him or invade him, which is a shame, because I would like to get my invasions on, give him a good duel, but sadly not to be. I'm really bad at dodging these, like those sort of soul spear kind of attacks. Gotta be careful of these orbs that are still there. Please no arrows. Oh, why you gotta do this? Ow. Oh, I think it's coming for the attack. This is the best time to attack, is when the those attacks come in. The melee attack is basically Aldrich's worst move from his perspective. Let's heal up. We could buff, but it's probably more prudent to heal. Load Lifehand Scythe. Does the Lifehand Scythe attack mean that Aldrich killed Gwendolyn? Is that not Gwendolyn? Whatever her name is, the painted world lady. Priscilla? I think it's Priscilla. There we go. Woo! Lovely stuff. Right. I wonder if... I don't think I've done any of Leonard's quest, or Leonhard's quest on this character, so I'm not sure I can do his invasion, but I guess I could come back to it. I don't think it's time limited, so can always get back onto it afterwards. Ah! I didn't make it out. I forgot which side the door was on and then didn't get out in time. That's fine. There we go. This is an area I feel like, having put this bit in, like they could have done something with this area, and they really don't do anything with it. They have the little fight up in this room, and that's okay. But I would have liked... I'd liked a little more from the Anor Londo Cathedral, having it be in the game. I guess theoretically they're expecting it to be a dead end anyway, but they could have put something here. I don't know. I don't know what they would have put here, but they could have put something here. You know, just to keep you going. Twitch is telling me to improve my keyframe interval, but I'm not sure you can do that. when you're streaming directly from the PS4. Because when I stream on PC,
Welcome home, I should speak.
it's fine.
Very well, then take nourishment.
Because I'm setting all that myself. But I don't know that you can actually set that on PS4 streaming. But you'd think Twitch would recognise that I was streaming from the PS4 and would know that I can't change the settings. I don't know. We got any souls? Woo! That should be enough, but let's use like these as well. This will probably be like, yeah, I was going to say that's going to be way too much anyway. Whatever, it's fine.
Very well, then take it.
I forgot that some of those are actually fairly large.
Farewell, Ashen.
Great, brilliant, fantastic, cool. Let's see what Yuri has to say. Probably something about how we're pretty cool now that we've gotten married.
Ah, our lord and liege. I presume thy holy vows are sworn? Wonderful. Now thou art the true and deserving Lord of Hollows. With the spouse, the strength to claim the fire is thine. Thy lordship, I prithee wrest the fire from its mantle. I, Uria, and all Londor embrace thy impending lordship.
Thanks very much.
Our lord and liege, I prithee, play the usurper. When the moment cometh to link the fire, wrest it from its mantle. The age of fire was founded by the old gods, sustained by the linking of the fire. But the gods are no more, and the all-powerful fire deserveth a new heir.
Mm-hmm.
Our Lord of Hollows, it shall be who weareth the true face of mankind.
It's me, alright. The true face of mankind.
Be safe, our Lord and liege.
Catch you later. Oh, she's still talking. I've had enough. You said that already, Yuria. I don't know what happened to this dude. We sent him somewhere. We sent him to Anor Londo, I think, but maybe too late. He might be dead. I wonder if I can send...
Now invade and come on.
Yeah, okay, you're still doing your... Give yourself to Rosaria. I'm going to go check and see if Patches is around. And if he is around, if he can get us... If he can go rescue our friend, but I don't think he'll be able to. I think we'd had to have done it by now anyway. Hurrah! 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 Ha! Hurrah! Let me outside! Nice. Okay, let's see if we head up here. Let's see if we get shut in. I don't know if we actually will, but we'll give it a try. Da 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 da. Brilliant. Oh, I say brilliant. It's not ideal, but it's fine. I feel like this was bad design on their part. I think a lot of players missed this because they just got to the top and they went and homeward boned out.
Be more careful. By the gods, curiosity is gonna kill you, kittens. Some places are better left alone, you know. Ooh.
Because most people got to the top, grabbed the items, and then just homeward boned out. Because they'd already been through the area. You don't, why would you travel all the way back down there? I'm sure some players do, but plenty of players are too lazy to run all the way back down. So they would just homeward bone like that, and then, you miss the point. I guess the idea is that it forces you to look around and see that, hey, you can jump off the edge, and there's items down there, and you work your way down to the bottom of that tower, and you come out that way. Still, it's kind of weird design.
Ah, okay. Now, you know, you're... Oh, for heck, you're still alive. Oh,
Cheers for the coin, mate. Okay, so he hasn't got the gear. We've already bought it from him, so he can't help. So that case, he's probably dead. So we'll go find him. We might as well. I actually don't need any rusted coins, but whatever. Let's grab some rusted coins.
thanks, sweetie. Wait, calm down, please. Damn, you heartless little harlot. Oh, well, now it's my turn. I'm unbreakable. What did I ever do anyway?
I mean, apart from the times, the twice that you caused me trouble, you also like stand right at the top of Firelink Shrine, and I can't get to you. Whereas this lovely merchant over here will stand right here and sell me all your stuff. Delilah. So now I can just buy the stuff from her, and it's not so much of an issue.
Ashen one.
It's fine. I bought a flower. I don't know why I bought some weed. Bought some weed off the old lady, as you do. Okay, now we have the bonfire for Irithyll Dungeon, but I'm going to go to Distant Manor and just see if Greyrat's dead, because I think he might be. That would be my guess. Basically, I forgot to do any of Greyrat's quest until we got to Irithyll, which means that you don't have time to get him to Irithyll before Sigurd's basically already moved on. And at that point, it's kind of too late. Like, you need to start doing his quest a little bit earlier than that, because you have to beat a boss for every stage of his quest. So I think basically there weren't enough bosses left, and if you go into Irithyll Dungeon and do that first, then that also triggers his quest like pretty much automatically failing, I think, according to the wiki anyway. Because I looked up to see if there was a way for me to save his quest line. It doesn't really matter. Like, I don't actually have anything to do with Greyrat. It's just you know, like a minor shame. Oh my gosh, and these guys do big damage. I forgot about them doing big damage. That should be enough stamina, right? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like he's over here. Rip in peace. You brave and noble soul. Poor Greyrat. He did so well, and then it all went wrong. I don't think I've ever read this. Greyrat was a thief who fancied himself a martyr for the poor, which is what drove him to climb the wall. Oh, I see, because he climbed the wall out of the undead settlement. Because they talk early on, one of the items talks about how the thieves from the undead settlement climbed the wall up to the high wall of Lothric and up to the castle. But then it knows that like a lot of them didn't bother at some point because the punishment for being up on the high wall was worse anyway, so it wasn't really worth their time to go up and try and steal from the rich up there. But Greyrat tried it, because he's like, hey, you know, even if I get captured, I've got to try and do what I can to help out the poor. Which is, you know, a noble task, I suppose. Right, okay. Irithyll Dungeon. What a lovely place. What a wonderful place. Home to friends and lovely screamy monsters. Right. Headphone users, prepare your ears. Ah. That does actually wake people up. which I guess is a slight minor mechanical thing. But they have 3 or maybe 4 of those like screamer enemies in this area, and I don't really see why. I guess it's just for atmosphere, but not a big fan. Not a big fan of the jump scare. Thankfully, once you know they're there, I think this is locked one. Yeah, it is. It's locked. Where is this? Has it already gone past? Yeah, it's there. So these guys, for those of you who are new to Dark Souls 3, when they're looking at, when their eyes go red, I was trying to get a good shot on them, but here you go. When her eyes go red, I was trying to show her off, but it's not very easy to do. So when she starts glowing red, her eyes will drain your health, and I mean like literally drain your max health. Here's a nice little trap for you. Go to pick up the item and get pushed off. Solid design. I mean, it's fairly obvious that's going to be that's going to be the trick. Get that guy's souls without. Here, there's dudes again on the left, on the right, but the real danger is this chap. I kind of want to show off what they do, but problem is it's one of those enemies that can absolutely kill me. So look, if I stand here, you see my health just draining away, my max health. And that will come back over time, although it won't refill fully. Yeah, these enemies are a nightmare. I freaked out so much in this area when I first came through blind and didn't know what I was doing. I believe these enemies are blind. I don't know if that's 100% true, but I believe they're blind. And they just sense your movement. And they have like the cursed eyes, obviously, but I don't think they can actually see you. That's a bit of a guess. But for a long while, because there's enemies in this area that are almost invisible, like they're just very, very hard to spot. We'll encounter them in a moment. And they make terrifying noises, and for a while I thought they were just invisible enemies attacking me. And that's what was taking my... Sorry, I should have warned you about that. But I honestly forgot that it was one of the screamers. There are enemies that... I thought they were invisible enemies attacking me and like draining my maximum health. And that's not the case. Thankfully. Because that would be a gosh darn nightmare. But I thought you were an enemy. But it's not anything like that weird. It's literally just those dudes when they're looking at you. And it took me a while to work it out because it felt a little bit sporadic. Because it wasn't just being near them that caused it. And in fact, it was literally just that when they're looking at you. And they can do that from any... here's another trap. They can do that from any angle. I think there's someone behind us. No, okay. I think my camera just glitched on something. So there are some of those leech enemies around here. So it's always good to have your torch, which burns the leeches off you. Otherwise you're just going to start bleeding. I think this guy on the right is this guy looks like he would do it as well. The way they kind of shake around gives away that they're the kind of enemy that will suddenly do the old chest burster. And the chest burster's a bit of a nightmare, but there we are. Nothing in here. Yeah, leech monster in here. So you see the bleed build up now because we've got leeches on us. And if you get fire out, it takes the leeches off. Yeah. I find these enemies quite difficult to... Like, to be honest, like the better way is to get behind them, but obviously we can't really do that in our current situation. And we get Great Magic Shield, which is nice. I'm not going to open that up because it just makes it easier for him to get to us in the future. This is a bit of a dead end, but you do get Great Magic Shield. Really, I don't think in a way that's super explained why that's down here. I suppose that's supposed to mean that, you know, that, hey, this was a human who was a sorcerer at some point. Sorcerer swordsmen with special duties are permitted the use of this spell. So it's a sorcerer swordsman. So, you know, that kind of implies, hey, these were actual people, or maybe they're the full stage versions of the chestburster enemies. And there is this guy here. He's got the prisoner's ashes. And then on the other side we'll find someone in a similar chamber that's got the blessed gem, which is a gem for use on swords by sorcerers and such. So I guess the implication there is that a lot of the people here were magic using warriors of a kind. So this dude here, you see right down the end of the corridor, and also that guy like screaming. So we'll get out of the way into here, because if that guy's not looking at us, he's not going to cause trouble. And I don't think he'll actually chase us because he's behind some barrels. But you can hear this guy screaming, and I was looking around for ages trying to find what was making these terrifying noises, right? It's actually just this dude here, who is terrifying the first time you see him. Also, he doesn't hurt you. Like, he's one of the couple of passive enemies in the game. Just kind of hangs out. Right there, bucko. I don't know if he does kind of follow you. That's weird. What a weird guy. Some good designs in this area. I think there's a lot of good designs in Souls 3. It kind of gets, I think it gets some criticism for being a little bit generic. Maybe for being a bit kind of like, I mean, it's the All Souls game, which is something I've said on other occasions. It's kind of like, it feels very much like, hey, we're making a final Dark Souls. This one's just going to have everything in it because we want people to be able to keep coming back to this and just do all the cool Souls stuff they like in a game that plays really well. And it's why, you know, you can look at, oh, they've got all these weapons and equipment from Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 in here that don't necessarily always make a ton of lore sense to have in here, but I think it's still a good thing to have them, because like a lot of that gear is put in here because they know this is the game everyone's going to be playing PvP on for a long time. And, you know, it plays really well mechanically. I think in terms of PvP it's the best of the Souls games from like a feel perspective. You know, you can make a case for like, oh, you know, the 4-man ganks are quite frustrating, and that's true. And yes, that's something like other games haven't necessarily had to deal with. Let's get out of here. So that is certainly some good horror stuff right here. So yeah, there are problems with it, but you can organise PvP. If you want to have proper PvP, you can organise it in an interesting and fun way. I just want to get this one guy. If I can get one and not the other, then I can fight them. But I don't want to try and fight two at once, because if they hit you with the soldering iron and knock you to the floor, like, that can just kill you. Like, especially if you've already lost some health from the death glare. It can be absolutely brutal. So here's where you get the blessed gem. Jeez, I forgot you were actually in here. Okay. Simple gem, that's it. Not the blessed gem. But the simple gem is, if we look at it, they talk about how simple weapons inflict magic damage and restore FP very gradually. So the restore, It says to help a simpleton muster some metal, which I think is actually supposed to imply, like... See, that makes it sound like someone who's not very smart, but I think it's actually, because of the restoring of FP, to me it feels like something designed for casters to use. I don't know. I think that's weirdly worded. This is, of course, like another trap, another lovely trap. There's a guy on the left just here. The exit is just behind us. We could just take the exit, but we'll kill this weird adult baby. There's another one in here as well, I think. This one might be passive until you open the gate. I think if you open the gate, it does attack. But I could be mistaken. Yeah. Get out of my cell, mate! It's not chained down, is it? No. No, it's not actually. I think its neck is chained to its arm. It is. That's weird. Its neck's chained to its forearm. We can't get in there yet. So this comes out, this brings us out here, which I'll just duck round the other way because... so we're out here, this is the lovely path here. Just go and grab that item. But I'm just going to pop round. Here's the profaned capital as well. Just coming up on it. But we want to get that item over there. So... You think about it logistically, you come in, you go, okay, well, to get to there, we need to go out that window there. And we got the jailbreaker key. And the jailbreaker key, when you read it, tells you that it actually was a trick that they played on people, and that it just leads to some rocks outside a window and not a proper exit. Now, that's not entirely true. It kind of is a proper exit, because you can leave that way. I got a bit lost for a second there. Yeah, so we came in through that gate and we want to go out through this one here. So the implication is, you know, oh, they have this key and they're like, oh, you can get out of here. And then you get out and you're like, oh, it's actually just these rocks and not actually a proper exit. But you can, you know, in reality, that's not actually true. It is like a perfectly viable way to get out of the place. Now we're going to be shot at by crossbowmen. By a crossbow woman. There's no real implication of the gender of the jailers, I don't think. Not that it really matters, to be honest. It's weird that they have an aristocrat's mask. Like, I always found that a bit of a weird sort of description. Mimic here, because of course, gotta have a mimic. I realise that they're very, very generous in this game in that they, even when the first mimic shows up, like they always give you the option to have enough talismans for them. Which I suppose, thinking about it, they do in the first Dark Souls as well. It's just a case of knowing that Lloyd's talismans or undead hunter charms will have that effect. Okay, so 2 hits to kill these chaps, it seems like. There's a lot of them around the corner, so we do have to be careful. And there's crossbow ones as well, and they will stagger us, which is annoying. Of course, bit of stagger. Go on, get out of here. Ow, ow. Oh, are there 3 crossbows? Or are they just 2 and then someone else? Okay, no, they are all independent. You drop down here. If you drop down this way, you can get the thing over here, which is nice. And I guess we'll go down, right? Oh gosh, forgot about the rats. One of them's fallen down. Right, so I think we'll pop down here. This might be a good time to put the silver cat ring on for a while. Because we are going to be doing a bit of falling in this area. So it does kind of behoove you to do that. We'll deal with this guy from above, I think, rather than trying to deal with him from below. Another mimic as well. I never fight the mimics properly anymore. Like, I don't know. The mimics in this game are rough. At times. Like, I think more so than in the first game. But you don't really have to deal with them, so I don't normally bother. Okay. And that's going to bring us up sort of sneaky. There's some good interconnected paths in this game. For its relative linearity versus the first Dark Souls. You know, I like to think that they replaced like linearity, or they replaced, you know, multiple paths between areas. Like Dark Souls 1 has quite open world design, but each area within the world is fairly linear, whereas this has less linear areas, but you progress through the areas in a more linear fashion. At least that's the way I tend to look at it. And you know, they both have their pros and cons. Don't know if we're gonna have much joy getting this this chap in here, to be honest, but so this guy, if you stand in here, he'll just go back to sleep again. And you can just keep doing that over and over, pretty much. Unless you die. Oh, unless you die, of course. That's what I get for being casual about it. Also, I forgot to get the shortcut, which is a rookie maneuver. But never mind. It's not actually too far back. Don't mind me, sir. So now we've got that shortcut, we can just dive out this way. So you see, we're not really actually, it doesn't make too much difference which way you go. In fact, this way might even be quicker, to be honest. Thinking about it now. There we go. Oh, there was a... I don't know. Thought there was an item. No item. Disappointing. She's going to fight them on the corner so I can't be attacked by the crossbowman. That feels like a pretty solid maneuver. There we go. Lovely stuff. Right. So, yeah, the thing I was going to say about this dude, which he conveniently proved for us, is that he will hurt you just with his hand landing on the side as he gets up. So you do have to be very careful of that. So I think that's maybe the thing to do, is to wait on the first attack and then hit him on the second, because if you go in too early, oh man, that's really not very much damage. I'm gonna be here all day. So you wait for him to put his hand down and then hit him again. Because if he hits you and knocks you down, by the time you get up, he's ready to do another slam. And you don't want that. No one wants to get slammed. That feels nice and simple. I'm gonna throw a firebomb at him. Not really going to do very much though. I don't think it's worth the amount of damage it deals. I'm kind of half tempted to switch weapon for this bit, just to have something that does more damage. It feels like it goes against the run though, even though it's just for one enemy. I'm committed to this, so I'm just going to do it. You know, if you're in chat, say hi, you know. Let me know how your day's going. What are you up to? Are you at work? Or are you on your way home? You're playing Dark Souls 3? Playing something else? Hello, hello. How is it going, Kyle? You've joined us at maybe the most exciting part of the game, which is me killing this giant very slowly. How are you doing today? Look at him. Look at him just... He's the laziest man. He's like trying to get a teen up in the morning. Just like, you hit them, they go, leave me alone. And then they immediately go back to sleep. You're right, he is easier to fight on the ground. But then I have to deal with the rats. I don't know. I'm torn. Maybe I should fight him on the ground though. You might be right. Let's have a break from Neverwinter. That's fair enough. Yeah, I hopped on briefly last night. I'm enjoying Neverwinter. I don't think I like the current area quite as much, which is the one with all the summoned zombies. It's like all these women that summon zombies. I think I preferred the previous area. I liked Helm's Hold a lot. Like, I think that was a really good area. Where's our summon sign? Oh. Well, what do you know? Right, I'm gonna go open this shortcut and then I'll pop back over here. See ya, Mr. Rat. Yeah, I liked Helm's Hold a lot, and I don't like the area after it quite as much, which I can't remember the name of. It feels like there's just a lot of not particularly strong but quite annoying enemies, and it's just I don't have a lot of area of effect damage, so it's just quite a slow process to get rid of them all. But, you know, that game's pretty good. Once you start having to use your skill rotations and such, it's quite a fun experience. And here's Kyle. This guy seems really not to be doing anything today. Oh, he's doing a bit of stomping now. Okay, brilliant. It is a lot quicker to fight him on the ground because he can't attack you as much. Oh my gosh. Titanite chunk, dung pie, large titanite shard. This is great. Oh, these rats are still back. I think these rats do eventually stop spawning. I'm going to talk to this chap. Oh.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. Look at me. Trapped like a rat. But you need
I mean, these rats aren't trapped. They seem to be getting out just fine.
My options. Moment. has almost come. I just need a bit more time. My liberation requires a key. But the key is outside. A riddle for the ages.
Righto. Onwards we go. Do 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 do. Yeah, so I think with that done, we just need to go through, deal with maybe my least favourite room in the game, which is the room full of prisoners. So yeah, I brought this up a moment ago, but the prisoners have aristocrats masks, and I don't really know why that is. And it's kind of a weird design decision, or it's a weird naming choice. Like, I don't know if they're supposed to be aristocrats, and if they are, why they are suddenly jailers. What the link is between aristocrats and jailers. There's definitely something going on there, and I'm suspicious of it. Or maybe I have to pick the item up. I think maybe I have to pick the item up. I don't know what the trigger is on this. I know it's related to... Oh, it must be getting the cell key. There we go. Lovely. Good job. Lovely dark clutch ring for our troubles. And now we head deeper into the... This is a bit of a weird progression, this entire area. Like the way it... the way you swing around. Like through this weird side path. I guess someone was escaping the prison. Is that the implication here? Right, mates. Okay. Right. Time for this ridiculous room here. Maybe I should go get the shortcut first. Oh, whatever. Let's kill them. It's interesting how it doesn't display like a difference in health meter to the host. See, it's interesting that they focus on the summon, on Kyle, rather than on me when they move forward. So they don't change direction, which does kind of imply that they're blind and they're focused on one target. Okay, that wasn't so bad. All told. Right, I'm just going to pop and open this shortcut before we deal with anything further. Won't be a second. Dum da dum dum da dum dum da dum. I ought to get my Ashen Estus back. But do I have my Ashen Estus? I don't actually know. No. I ought to get... I used to have one Ashen Estus just to keep on my person. And I took it off, I think, for the final boss fight of New Game Plus. Because I didn't have time to rebuff anyway. So, just switched it over to a regular one. But I could do with it back. Especially if I actually remember to use my buffs. Oh man, he's got the dragon head. He's having a party. Crikey, these guys take 5 hits. Also, I swear they're not normally all asleep like that. But maybe they are. Maybe those ones that side are. Lovely. The profaned coal. Hurrah! Good lifting, good squats. Hurrah! Arrgh. Bless him. Titanite scale for our troubles. Here's another screamer, so anyone on headphones, again, prepare your headphones in 3, 2, 1. I maybe picked that up too early for how much I was counting, but that's fine. I thought the pickup animation was slightly slower. There's also another dude in here, so eyes right, I guess. Bloodborne man. Always good fun. Lovely. This room is entirely pointless, and I wish they did something with it. I wish they'd just put an item in here or something. I don't know. I guess, you know, there's merit to not having something in every room and every corner. But, and, you know, there's a guy in there. You can make a case of it's just to show that they're trapping, like, these beast guys and holding them in prison, I suppose. But it feels like a bit of a cop-out as well. Like maybe a thing that just didn't need to happen. Jeez, I almost missed that. I almost fell off that edge completely. I'm gonna get this guy in so I can go get an item. And he'll come over here. Because I want to come out here anyway. So, might as well drag him over while we're here. It's quite fun watching it from the side, really. I've never done that. Oh, wow. That was real rude. No! Leave my friends alone, you old meanie. Lovely. Good stuff. Uh-oh. Ah. Onwards into the profaned capital. I don't think we get the... We don't get the title card again, which is a shame. Never mind. Also, I always wish you could jump across here, but I don't think you can. Well, especially if you do that. Maybe you can. I've never really spent too much time trying it. It feels like you should be able to jump across there. But maybe they want you to climb this ladder so you can be like, oh no, our ladder friend. He is dead. What a sad day. I hope this message says like sadness and regret. Ah, ladder, that'll do. It's close enough. Right, well down we go. I'm going to go this way first, I think. And finish off the side parts. Whoop. Hop down here. I have a feeling there might be a ring around here somewhere, but I'm not sure. There it is. See, that might have been a good one to get, but there's not a good view here or anything, so I don't know. I've saved. I think I've left one in or not in Irithyll, which I think might be the one that I'm going to use because it's a nice spacious area to get a few people standing in for a trophy. So I'll just go back once we finish New Game Plus 2. I'll just go back and grab that last item, get the platinum trophy. I think I need to get all the infusions first as well. I don't think I ever actually did that. Now, where's our chap? Here he is. I really like the noise that it makes when they're staggered. Some of the bigger enemies, it makes that like shung, shung, shung noise when you hit them after they're staggered, like in a non-parry form. It's very satisfying. Lovely. Top job. Hui! The rusted gold coin, nonetheless. And that's probably... yeah, I think that's everything in that bit. So now we come out to the horrendous poison swamp. Have I got blooming... no, I haven't got blooming clumps on. Maybe I should have. Just for the sake of keeping them about. Right, I'm gonna head in here, which will get me in some level of trouble, but it's fine. Don't actually think that's going to matter, but it might do. There might be some instance where I would have done a 4-hit kill, and now I'm doing a 3-hit kill, so I'll use it. I'm going to probably use a bleeding buff for the enemies inside this area because they are weak to bleed, so... Toxic, even Toxic, not actually too bad in this game compared to the first Dark Souls where it's horrendous and terrible. I wonder where Yoni's gotten to. Ah, she's over there. Having a party. I wonder if she's already bled out those enemies. We'll see. I'm gonna go over there now anyway. No, it looks like not. Oh, this guy's dead though. Right, somewhere in here I have which one is it? There we go. Lacerating. Lacerating very good against these weird hand babies. Lovely. And there's the Eleonora. And some dung pies. Some more dung pies and, what would you know, even more dung pies. I wonder why they list up as 1 and 1. Very, very adamant on letting you know that there's 2 separate dung pies in the pile. Probably get out of this toxic swamp before I use up another thing, even though I've got plenty of them. Just, you know, good practice. Ooh, a dark spirit. Not really the time for it, to be honest, but there we go. I don't know where they'll show up as well. But doubtless they'll show up at the most inopportune moment. Because it wouldn't be Dark Souls if they didn't. Dum da dum dum dum. Rubbish. No need to talk like that. Nothing in here. Kind of a weird dead end, this. Yet another one. Hello. There's an item here. Oh, that's where the court sorcerer stuff is. Dum da dum dum dum. There's a bloke up here. Oh man, that did my entire... There we go. There we go. Is that chap dealt with? I think he drops loot, yeah. Our friend Kyle has returned to the glorious gold of the Sumbro. Still no sign of that summon. I don't know where they went. Or the invader. I imagine they're around here somewhere. But goodness only knows. I don't know what the invasion area... Does anyone know what the invasion area for this region is? Like how wide it can be? Because I don't know how deep this actually goes, like whether they could be anywhere within the profaned capital. There's the jailer's keyring. So this is the thing, right? They give you that ring and there's a way to drop down here. So my instinct is just to go down there and try and unlock from that side, which is really sneaky when you consider what the actual pathway to the cell is, which is over here. As our lovely summon Kyle is going to demonstrate. Boom. Nice covetous gold serpent ring.
Ah, once again you are my valiant savior. I, Siegfried of Catarina, express my deepest gratitude. Take this, a token of my thanks. Go on, it's all yours. 'Tis. 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 ' Ah, no, please. Go on ahead. I've my own
road to take. Well, we'll see you there.
A duty to fulfill. That is
Your duty is not so different from ours,
Ah, no,
my young oniony friend. Right. Okay. There's some kind of rave party going on here. I think there's a ring here. Okay. Let's make our way back out. I think the only way out of here to go back. Oh no, of course you can go out through this door here. I remember. That's probably where our invader will be. Just sitting, waiting for us to return. It's very pretty. Do you have a... how do the prism stones work in this game? Does it go specifically in a colour order as you place them? Or do they... do they change over time? Is it randomly selecting the colours? Does it go person by person? What's the going theory? Also, where the hell is this invader? Dies. I would hang out in here, I guess. I don't know. I'm baffled. Maybe they're just hiding themselves and hoping we'll die, because this is quite an awkward area that I'm sure plenty of people die in. Praise the sun, and then praise the sun. Also, I want to light this bonfire, and I can't. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe I did light the bonfire. Oh, hello. That's really weird. It's like they appeared and then just dicked off. Rude. Well, it was a noble fight. Our summon bravely gave his life in service of protecting us. Thank you, noble Kyle, for your service. What a time. That's the weirdest invasion I've seen in a while. They just stood there. I don't know if they were waiting for us to try and go down the ladder. Maybe because I ran towards it and then stopped, and they were hoping that they'd come uninvisible and immediately like hit us at exactly the right time. And knock us off with the wrath of the gods. But what just happened is they just appeared in front of us, standing, facing outwards onto the skyline, just repeatedly wrath of the gods nothing, and then stood on the ladder trying to knock us off, which is, an admirable tactic, but I wonder if they're just doing that over and over, because it doesn't seem like a particularly entertaining thing to do past the first couple of times. But
Very well, then
some people have their own weird ways of entertaining themselves, I suppose.
farewell, and may the flames.
Lovely. I suppose we should give Patch's ashes to the, or Grey Rat's ashes rather, to the lady.
How well met, how... Gracious, let I only... Well, it's as if thy fate were with death entwined. but take no note of me. Thy business is thine own. As by now thou surely knowest, there is little I love more than a gratuity of souls.
You cheeky monkey. Did we ever talk to this chap? I'm not sure if we did. Because I didn't really need anything from him.
Fret not for and all. Oh, in fact.
Oh, I haven't done the the great wood yet. That's why. I didn't bother. I didn't fancy it. Let's go to the profane capital and let's finish off Yhorm the Giant, and then I think maybe we'll wrap up after that for today. That feels like a good amount. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. When do they start fireballing you? Is it right here? Because I know they'll do it if they can see you. There we go. That's the good stuff. Ow. I knew it was coming. That's all I wanted. Get the other side of him. And then you can get away from him. If he follows you down, that's fine. We can fight him over here. Just don't want to fight him, like, I'd rather fight him in this tighter area than try and fight him with all the fireballs coming at us. Sometimes these guys will just jump off the edge, and like, despite the fact that they can clearly fly, they're not actually very good at being on the edge of things. There we go. I was actually blocked there when I shouldn't have. I didn't have any stamina. He would have guard broken me, but that's fine. We managed to pull through. Just dodge these fireballs from these lovely maidens. See, these definitely seem like they're more female. I don't know why they seem like they're more female. It's just because they're wearing white, and also their laughter. I think their laughter's basically the same as the normal ones. Maybe that's why I always assumed they were female. They've it's the tone of their laugh. Maybe it's specifically the way they're wearing those bridal gowns. I've never really gotten used to the way that dude's, like the fire that comes off is at like weird angles. I think you can break this guy's guard, but I don't know if you can do it by kicking. Or not. Ow. Hurrah! There we go. Lovely stuff. I do like these big chaps. The big stone gargoyle fellas. Good design. Good design on them. And they're quite fun to fight as well. They feel like tough fights, but you know, generally in a fair way. I like the way they shield themselves with their wing. I think that's a neat touch. Man, can't believe that stab didn't hit me. Fantastic. Making the big bucks. Righto. Just a few more things to collect around here. I wonder if there's another... I don't think there's another like +2 ring or anything. I believe this is just like a regular item. They just stick all the way down here for posterity or something. Yeah, just a rusted coin. Just a rusted coin. There are some arrows up above us, which I might double back for, just to, you know, for the sake of completion. Grab ourselves more rusted coins. These people are very wealthy, clearly. Although I guess coins technically don't have much value in the world of Dark Souls 3. We hit this chap. There we go. I figured you probably could. Reason being, if you try and get trigger him by getting close to him, you'll inevitably pull some of the aristocrat ladies as well. Trying to fight them at the same time is a nightmare. Nice little sweep. Good movesets. But not good enough to defeat our mighty Onakiri. Right, let's clean these suckers up. I do like the way they turn dramatically to face you. Ow, that's quite a lot of damage. These enemies can actually be pretty dangerous, just because there's a lot of them, and they'll do that, and they'll like stagger lock you and stuff. Ow, ow, ow! Case in point. Oh. No. All that effort for nothing. What a terrible time. What a terrible, terrible time. Alright, let's go back. Get our bits and bobs. I would say that's one of the places I've died more in the game. Because it's just full of, like, slightly annoying enemies. You know, like those... The massive, ladies is actually quite awkward to deal with. Get up. There we go. I put a ring on, didn't I? I put the Silver Cat ring on. I might leave... I should probably put the Estus ring on after I've killed these people. It's more useful than the Silver Cat ring for what we're doing. The Silver Cat ring was temporarily useful, but I think the extra health is probably going to benefit us more here. There we go. Hurrah! Right, take two. Now we did manage to take this chap out from over here. Let's give him another whack. That's the business. Get him to come down. Da 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 da. He's a lost soul. Oh, hello. Was that you with the arrow? That was quite mean, you know. I've half a mind to have words with your family about this impotent behavior. Ow. Ow. Oh, I've got to be careful. I've just remembered I didn't kill the ones on the other side. Case in point. Ow. Let me out of here. Come on. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. I forgot there would be one on the other side. Just want to take one of you guys on at once. Just one at once. Behave yourselves. I wonder how they deal with fire. Probably fairly well, yeah. I wonder how they deal with crystal magic weapon. Probably also fairly well, but we'll test it out. Right, okay, there we go. With one of them down, should be a little bit easier. Now we're just dealing to fighting one-on-one, which is not too bad. There we go. My goodness. I took a turn for the hairy. I was going to say a turn for the horny. This is definitely not what I was going for, but you know. Treat yourself, I suppose. Right, 3 hits with this. Oh, oh, no! I blocked the first fireball and then the second fireball came in. Oh my goodness. I thought I'd done so well blocking the fireball and then there was a second one. Dark Souls, why do you do me like this? This is why I normally give up on these items. Like, there's nothing actually useful there. In fact, you know what? I'm just gonna go fight Yhorm because I've got places to be soon. I can't be hanging around here doing this all afternoon long. So let's just get on with it. Let's go fight our friend. We'll grab our health, or our... I was going to say echoes, that's also not correct. We'll grab our souls. Oh, they're over there. Well, this is awkward. Hello, ladies. Catch you all in a bit. Oh. Oh, I don't know if they follow you down here. That's convenient. Yeah, I should have gotten good. That's probably what I should have done. You're absolutely right, Connor. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Right, we do need to sadly switch off our signature weapon for this moment. Where is it? It's with the great swords, right? It should be obvious because I should have several of them. Hey! Oh, there it is. Wait, hang on. Oh, it's not this character. My original character, I have a Storm Ruler +3. Righto, well, here goes nothing. Who could it be? Yhorm the Giant?
Yhorm, old friend. I, Siegward of the Knights of Catarina, have come to uphold my promise. upon this Lord of Cinder.
Cheeky look at his face there. Hiya! Also interesting that in that he shows you how to do the fight. I'm gonna go grab this Storm Ruler before he dies, just because we might as well. Storm Ruler. Only a storm can fell a great wood, and I've got great wood. This much is true. Oh, I didn't finish charging it. This is it is an epic fight. I really wish they'd made him a little bit bigger. Like, he's big enough. But come on. He's the giant lord. I feel like he should be, like, staggeringly tall. I'm legit home now. Can watch. Oh, so can watch, I'm guessing. Well, unfortunately, Connor, we're wrapping up fairly shortly because I've got to go and get food. But thanks for stopping by. The archive will, of course, go up on the YouTube. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus fight. Man, imagine a Shadow of the Colossus fight in Dark Souls. That'd be great. Finish him off. A final toast to what could have been. You're a true friend. Best of luck with your duty. I had to do that quickly because he doesn't stick around because of this stupid cutscene. I feel like this cutscene should happen when they should put a bonfire in the room, and it's when you activate the bonfire that the cutscene triggers.
The fire fades,
and awaits its one last lord.
Prince Lothric
It's in your hands. Please save his soul.
Please save his soul.
Also, it's weird that she says this dialogue, and then when you talk to her, she immediately says it again. I don't know why that's the case. But apparently it is the case, so. Standard small bow, its size allows for quick shots. Right. And that's Dark Souls 3. Poor Emma.
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul. Tell him what he must be, a lord.
Basin of Vows. Let's take a look. Key items. Tis only a formality now, or I should best read the whole thing. Chalice used in old ceremony in which Lothric knights take their vows. It is only a formality now, but it remains as an empty practice. Place this basin at a statue of a beheading knight. Save his soul, dies. Yeah, literally save his soul and then dies. Oops. That was a waste. I meant to put my Stow-Up Stone back on. Right. That's going to bring an end to things. I'll go back and we'll level up. Whoop. But yeah, thanks for coming by. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the cooperation. 'Twas jolly. And that's going to do it for today. I should take this off. Like when in New Game Plus, I forgot to change this weapon out and then tried to do the Dancer fight and then was wondering why it was, because it's not entirely dissimilar to the Hollow Slayer Greatsword or the Claymore. Like you're still, it has like this stance, which isn't that different. So I was very confused at why I was doing like no damage. In fact, I wasn't looking at the boss's health and didn't realise I was doing no damage until I was like, oh, I'm almost out of Estus. How much damage have I done? Like maybe a quarter of the boss's health. Oh, that was a bad time. So I need to remember to switch out my weapon now and not later. Right, I need another equipment. And inventory. I do it? Yeah. Oh, that gets me to 45. Which I think means that I can equip. And I've been thinking about changing my catalyst. I think I'm using a bad catalyst for the spells I'm using. But yeah. It's party time now, everyone. Let's go outside for this. One celebratory casting. Let me out. Come on, video game. Thank you. Kamehameha! Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one. Cheers!